return. You guys play Purdue this week, and you go back to last year. That was a real low point to lose that game out there. And since that game, you guys are 9-1. What do you think has kind of turned since that moment, which seemed like a really low point for the program?
I feel like we just have grown in the scheme. I mean, our coaches have coached us up, and I mean, we've just had more time to learn. I mean, the ins and outs of the scheme and the best ways to play with each other. And I think right now we're just playing great with each other. We're working together, and we know what each other is good at. You know what I mean? I mean, we know that Aaron's great in man coverage, you know, and I'm a good over the top guy. So I mean, when you put everything together like that, it's working well, and it's been helping us to play great.
It seemed like coming into the year that the secondary's play was really scrutinized by the coaching staff after giving up some big plays last year. How far have you guys come, do you think, from where you were at the end of last year?
Oh, like I said, I mean, it's taken us time to grow in the scheme. I mean, we've grown in the scheme, and we've learned the ins and outs of it. I think last year was our first. I mean, it was our first time being in it, so it was difficult to catch up as fast as we were supposed to. But I think now that we had another year in the scheme, we're seeing the smaller things in it, and it's helped us to grow.
You guys are kind of the identity of the defense, you know, right about now. I mean,
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I mean, I think I don't think we're the identity of the defense. I think the defense as a whole, I mean, it's black shirts. I mean, it's the black shirt is the identity of the defense. I don't think DBs are anything, because, I mean, without the front seven, I mean, there's nothing that we could even do. I mean, those guys have been stopping the run, and with us being an addition, I just think it's been great, everybody working together.
Kieron, Purdue leads the Big Ten in passing. They also lead the league in interceptions thrown. As a secondary, how are you guys looking at this challenge this week?
I mean, I'm pretty sure our coaches have schemed it up well, and when we get in tomorrow, we'll see the ins and outs of their offense, and we'll do our best to stop what they're going to look to do against us.
Collectively, when you go back and look at that Indiana film, was that one of the better games you guys have played the last 2 years on defense?
I think as the season goes, the next game should always be the best game. So I feel like since that was our most recent game, that's the best game that we've played so far.
What did you like about the performance? So when you went back and watched kind of what you guys did, you were able to shut them down in a lot of different areas.
Mm-hmm. I just think that our focus was there, and we were just focused on the next play. We weren't focused on what was going to happen if such and such happened, if somebody missed a kick or somebody didn't score and stuff like that. We were just worried about the next play, and I think that just helped us to be able to make plays when the next play came.
When it comes to how far you guys have come, you mentioned how you've learned the new scheme. You know, you've learned the scheme so much better this year. Was any of it part of buy-in? Like, you guys are believing these coaches more as opposed to last year?
No, I just think it just took us time to learn the scheme. I don't think last year we were like, we don't like these coaches or anything like that. I just think it just was, I mean, we were presented with something new, and we had to learn it. And now that we're in it for a whole nother year, we've just grown in it, just like anything.
Seems like with a 6-0 record, you guys are going to get more scrutiny now. You're going to be a top 10 team, and I know that some guys talked about that over the weekend about the game day thing and so forth. But I guess how do you approach it now? You know, that you are going to be getting some more attention as a team. Do you have to fight off the urge to listen to a lot of that stuff?
We just got to keep playing football. We got to keep practicing. I mean, we practice Tuesday, practice Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, play the game Saturday. I don't think you can look too far ahead, because when you look too far ahead, you don't see anything. So I think our focus is Purdue, and then after that is Wisconsin and Ohio State. I mean, we can't look too much further past that. I think the rankings is for them to do. That's their job, and our job is to play.
How much do you weigh style points and as opposed to just winning?
Style points? You mean like
what it looks like?
What it looks like? I don't think that matters as long as you get a W.
Back to last year one more time, Kieron, in the Purdue game, you beat Michigan State the next week. Do you remember anything that stands out about that week, since it does seem like a turning point? I mean, the flight home, was there a meeting, was anything that stands out about that week? Because that's where it kind of changed for you guys.
The Purdue week?
Yeah, when you lost.
Oh, when we lost to
Purdue,
them?
and then you come back and beat Michigan State.
I mean, I feel like we definitely thought that was a team that we should have handled pretty well, and I mean, we didn't take care of business like how we were supposed to. I mean, I feel like as a team, we feel like we should win every game. So I think any game that we lose, we're disappointed about it, because I feel like if you're not disappointed, then there's something wrong with you. So I don't think there was any big shift. I just think our focus has been there, and like I said before, we've just grown in the scheme. I mean, on both sides of the ball, as far as Tommy and them, and as far as our defensive play.
Kieron, did you see Tommy's passionate press conference after the game on Saturday, where he pretty much stood up for you guys and said that we deserve the respect despite the critics of the 6-0 record? Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it. No, but I mean, I could add to say that, I mean, we've worked very hard. I mean, we've put in the time, and we've put in the effort to be, I mean, where we are. I mean, I think the rankings are for them to do, but I feel like every win in every game that we have won and that we've played in, the results have shown at the end of the game what they're supposed to, because I mean, we put in the work to win those games. So I think we deserved every single win that we've gotten. And moving forward, we're just going to worry about the next team, which is Purdue.
Purdue had a lot of success passing the ball against you guys last year. How excited are you to go against an offense that likes to air it out a little bit?
I'm excited to play every game. So if this is a team that's going to throw the ball, I'll be excited to play them. If it's a team that wants to run the ball, I'll be excited to play them.
Hey, Riley's made reference to these Sunday practices where the scout team kind of go at it. How much do you enjoy watching? I mean, I'm assuming to some degree you're a spectator of those. Like, those are the guys that are practicing. But how much do you enjoy kind of watching some of the younger guys in the scout team go at it?
I don't get to really watch it much because we actually have to work out during the time that they practice. But I know those guys are out there doing their best to try to earn the respect of the coaches and earn the respect of their teammates so they can get out to help us next year. So, yeah.
Do you think it's made an impact in the quality of the scout teams that you face during the course of the week?
I mean,
are they better as a result?
I mean, I think anytime you get to play football more, I think your skill level is going to grow. So I think those guys being able to play football on Sundays, I mean, you get an extra day to play football, you're gonna grow and get better. How good of a look is J.D. Spielman giving you guys? I know he was running a line between Richmond and not, but he is getting Richard. How good of a look is he giving you guys this year? He's a good player. He's a great player. I don't think the coaches would have brought him in if he wasn't a good player. So he's helped us with some great looks, along with some other guys like Kieron Williams and guys like that. So they've just helped us and gave us a great look throughout the week.
You've gone a lot against Stanley. What makes him so tough to defend? And that touchdown he had, I'm sure you saw it up close, but also the replay, just what he did there. How good was that play as a defense, from a defensive point of view?
I mean, as a player, Stan goes 1,000% every single play, so you can never count him out. I mean, he's going up to get every single ball. I mean, I've seen him at practice catch some balls where, because I can barely catch myself, so I'm like, yeah, that's dope. So just seeing him make some of the plays that he makes, it's cool to watch. I'm glad he's on my team and I'm not playing against him.
Riley made reference to Stanley being really tough. And I mean, it's not that I don't think he is, but Riley seemed to point it out. Is there something about him that stands out to you or to your teammates about his toughness level, like his physical or his mental toughness? I mean,
he's definitely a tough guy. I think all of our receivers are, and I think that just comes with the mentality that Coach Dub has brought to them, that gorilla like mentality, that professional mentality. And I think every single one of them, when they get on the field, they're all professionals. And I mean, you can see it in the way that they play. They take no plays off.
Through 6 games, you guys have 11 interceptions, and they're kind of divided amongst the secondary. How much pride do you take in on that number and the fact that you guys have been able to consistently pick off passes?
I just believe that we put in the work in the off season to be able to play well. So I mean, I'm glad that we have been able to put it on display, and I just hope that we can continue to do that throughout the season.
You know, you think that this is, you play to win every game, and every game's the same deal, but isn't there a little extra juice from knowing what they did to you guys last year and maybe some revenge?
I think when you play out of revenge, you're not playing the right way, because I think when you play out of revenge, it's not about winning the game. It's about trying to get back at the guy who scored on you or get back at the guy who scored a touchdown. And I think at the end of the day, if you plan on revenge, you could still lose the game. But if you got revenge on the guys you wanted, it feels like you won when you really didn't. So I think we're going to play a brand new Purdue team, a 2016 version of that team, and we're going to focus on that 2016 version.
Thanks, Kyron. Appreciate it.
Thank you.